clear it with the land, and then you just flip a bunch of like
Basically,
stuff.
yeah.
It was so hard because I could be so far ahead of the game. He was so far ahead. It could be like 2-20, and he would win. Like I mean, you just need to get the right oath trigger off. It was tough.
The only thing I know about Vintage is whatever the Super League puts out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the problem with the Super League is their opinions are warping the format too much.
It's true.
I think Wizards has a. Okay, we're independently funded, so.
Yeah, so whatever you want.
I feel like Wizards has a problem of listening to the masses, or listening to a small minority. So.
Listening to the loudest voices, perhaps.
Right. Where like, they might listen to a masses, but the masses might not even play or have experience in the format. Or, which is I think with the problem with the countertop, they banned like Sensei's Top instead of like Counterbalance or Terminus, because people who would just watch it on a stream and not actually play Legacy were like, oh, this is like terrible, you gotta get rid of Top, and they don't realize how wide the format is and how many things get hit with Top.
Mm-hmm.
And innovation for other uses for Top too.
Right, and also the fact that like it's the colorless power. For drawing,
but Gush had to go
against.
well,
the thing is,
Gush had to go.
Well, going back to the Vintage Super League, where they're just listening to the small community, it wouldn't have been a problem. I mean, the Gush was going on and off on the ban list and stuff.
Gush mentor.
But if they didn't get rid of the Lodestone Golem, I feel like Vintage would have been fine and where it's at, and.
It would have bounced itself.
You have again this very strong Workshops deck, but I don't think the Workshops decks were like very impressive.
So
or like format warping.
Because they lost last game, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll keep. I'm glad I'm playing first.
Who's on the play?
I am.
Okay.
And for the audience, there's my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we can.
I have a feeling that no matter how if I keep this or not, you're gonna go off on turn 1. So I'm just gonna keep it.
I always go off right away. I mean, not always.
That's what she said. Phrasing.
Did you say phasing?
Phrasing.
I'm kidding.
Alright. Go ahead.
Storm 1.
So I'm gonna speak as you're storming off. You can ignore me.
You just like, I already lost, but I want to do this.
So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this right here.
Storm 2.
So just to let you know,
Storm
and
3.
this is something that a lot of streamers normally talk about. They criticize WotC all the time.
Yeah.
Independently ran or not.
Storm 4.
Wizards has to know that they can get all the advice they want from pros, but pros only make up a small percentage of the field of their clientele. Most people that play Magic never even played an FNM. They play a kitchen table, and things like that. And those are the ones that go to Wally World and buy from Wally World and all of that. Now people like us, we go to LGSs and we want to go to an LGS that has the cards that we want to buy and things like that. We get affected.
Storm 8.
And things like that, but
Draw?
They know what they're doing, and
Storm 9.
We can say what we want, and they won't really be like hissing, because they know that we're gonna have our opinions. Come on, Magic players not have their opinion.
Yeah.
Come on, just look at a cardboard crack.
Lose a life.
Yeah.
But it's more like the pros having their like skewed opinion, or a lot of the pros are like standard focused, and they don't really play a lot of Eternal Magic.
10?
A lot don't. But you got some that do, like Andrea Mangucci. He plays.
Right.
Sacrificing.
He's one of the few that does legacy content.
Return any number of target creatures I control to my hand.
Sure.
So I just looked at the screen and I just saw like all these creatures on the field. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah. So he played a bunch of kobolds, and then he scapegoat. Brings them back.
Yeah.
And
And what's your storm
11?
11. And we'll show a glimpse of nature.
He's got one glimpse of nature.
Yeah. So, I was able to bounce them back.
Right. Oh my God! He can only draw
12.
a card.
Yeah.
Oh my God! He can only draw a card. Must feel bad.
Do you have an answer for Ether Sworn Canonist in your sideboard? I just realized that. That's the
Replicate.
Draw.
Yeah, Replicate.
Isn't it a 4-mana creature?
It's 2.
Ether Sworn. It's a when it comes to bears.
Yeah.
I know them because I played Bear Force 1.
Okay.
Anything that has to do with
14?
little white creatures, I play them.
Okay. So
I'm on the Craig West.
It's
Coast.
on my
two,
X-Set.
two.
It's a 2/2 for 2.
Okay.
It's an artifact creature.
Yeah. So it gets.
So I'm on
hit by artifact
14.
8.
Yep. It sure does.
Frick. Can't do it.
Is Kataki and like Stony Silence a thing or Kataki?
Stony Silence is a thing in Vintage, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kataki, I don't know.
Because you know what happens with Kataki and Stony, right? Especially in Modern Affinity.
Yeah, I don't know what it does in Modern.
So in Modern Affinity, they play Springleaf Drum. It's a card that says tap it, tap a creature, make a mana.
Okay.
So you can like be very liberal with like your mana base, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
16?
with Kataki, he makes all your artifacts gain 1. You have to pay, if not sack.
Oh, okay.
With Stony, you can't Arcbound Ravage
Right.
all
17?
your shit. If you
Box
can't
open?
pay for it, you just eat them.
Right.
Metalcraft?
So one of my favorite things in EDH is to have Kataki and Michael Scintillatus out. Michael Scintillatus turns all cards in all zones artifacts.
Oh God.
18?
Everything.
Yeah, that's insane.
Exiling one of these?
Yep. Everything you have, you have to pay 1 for.
Yeah, it becomes everything's like a tabernacle almost. It's insane.
Everything gets Tabernacle.
Yeah.
Tap for blue?
It's crazy.
Tap for green?
I love you so much.
I like EDH too.
19? Beck?
That is a legacy deck in EDH. I can win on turn 2 with that.
20?
So yeah, that's the thing with
Draw
the.
two?
But I have.
We're still going off. We're still on.
Yeah,
turn
he's
one?
still on turn 1. Yeah. I'm talking to you
I know.
and pay attention to him.
This should be like
because-
a show. The Kamar goes storming off, like
Yeah.
conversation hour.
No, basically it's like, all right, guys, welcome to our show. Camargo's gonna be storming off today. And I
This
guess
discussion is going to be on.
today's discussion is gonna be about EDH.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so
Basically, we have 100 minutes to spend.
21.
So minute per card.
Draw
Sounds
2.
good.
Right.
It's like a podcast. That would be the best podcast. You have your podcast with someone in the background going,
22.
Storm Count 2. Like that's the podcast in the back.
Gotcha,
And then,
yeah.
hey, can you kill me? Podcast is
2.
done. Have a nice day, everybody.
Storm 23.
Oh, now he's just showing off. It's either that or he hasn't hit good shot.
Yeah, or he has.
He hasn't hit good shot and he ran out of creatures. Please tell me you whiff. Whiff.
I mean,
It could happen. It could happen.
This goes for blue.
Okay. Here
Exile
goes
for
the
green.
dog. Hold on.
Another Beck. So now draw 3. So it's 24.
Is it draw 3 or I thought it was draw 1 for each creature?
Beck Glimpse.
I know, but I thought it was draw for each creature.
Beck has to hit the field.
Whenever creature enters the
Glimpse is on
battlefield,
the.
whenever creature enters the
Cast.
battlefield, you draw a card.
Oh, gotcha. That's how it works.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So right now I'm at 24, and I'll get 3 cards for each creature. So I'll cast Kobold to get 3, because it's 25. Draw 1, 2, 3. 26 Legends roll.
So I used to have, I used to play like casual EDH.
However this continues.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were gonna win, but alright. No, I used to play like so I went to like an EDH league, had like a casual slivers
Like
deck.
lock?
Yeah.
You can have a casual slivers.
And my
deck.
deck evolves into this very degenerate turn 3, turn 4 deck.
Yeah, because the
So I
training
have like one
grounds.
fun EDH deck and one degenerate EDH
Yeah.
deck now, and that's the problem, you know? It's
28?
kind of
No,
Tough.
like so. For example, like I have 2 competitive ones, and I have other ones that I've just built without buying cards with my own collection.
Right.
One became a competitive one because of how it works.
Chromox.
It's what they
Grave
call
Shot?
Flying Man,
29.
and I just play mono 1-drops.
Okay.
That like, in a 1v1 match when you're
Yeah.
trying to storm off and you need to add nos, those little damages.
Yeah.
Tap Mox Opal. Tap Chromox.
He Chromox the gut shot or grape shot or
So
whatever.
that means he definitely has a grape shot.
Great shot.
He has to, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 27 damage.
Alright, so with that on the stack, I concede, so it fizzles.
Alright, we're even. 2-2.
Is there anything a reanimator, a burn can do?
We're 2-2. He beat me 2 games already.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I haven't been paying
Yeah,
attention. Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Huh?
Eidolons. Before the
okay,
pizza,
okay.
I won one and I won another one now.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I was just like eating pizza, wasn't paying attention to games.
He's like,
Oh,
Magic
sorry.
Legacy. Fuck these
So I
screws.
can tell you, neither of you guys have played Final Fantasy 13, have you?